Hi everyone, welcome back to my garden. Long time no see. So today I just want to show you guys how I am transplanting my tree peony from a big container into the ground. So let's get started. So this is the container. It's really big one. It's about 20 inches by 80 inches. And the tree peony name is Sunrise. And just let you know, this one is on its own root and it has been in the container around 3 years, and you can see just only in the 3 years it develops a huge root system, and there are a lot of fibrous roots have been forming because this is the habit of how the roots of peonies grow in the potted condition. And all I can say after pulling this tree peony out from the container, it has been growing well in this condition in the last 3 years. It bloomed pretty good in the last 2 seasons as well, but after this spring, I see it is a little bit overgrown and became big if I still leave it in this container for the next season. So I think this autumn is a good time for me to transplant this one from the container into the ground. Actually, from this point, technically I can divide it to have more than one plant in my garden, because you can see it have a lot of stems and a big root system, but I don't know if I want to divide it or not. It is tempting, but the other hand, I don't want to disturb the vigor of this tree peony. So next spring it will be back up and losing the energy for its blooming. So let me think twice before I make decision. But I just want to show you guys how big this tree peony is after 3 years in the container. And here is the closer look of the root system. Before pulling the tree peony out from the container, I already dug a big hole in the ground. We'll show you guys in the next step. But basically, when you plant the peonies in the container or any plants in the container, after a long period, you see the root system will be growing circular and growing inward, creating the root bound situation, aka the root system will develop back inside and eventually will choke each others, and from this point it would be slowly growing and not really efficient of flowering. So keep that in mind if you want to grow any plants in pots or containers. At some point you have to pull the plants out the container for a new soil, trim the root system and pull the roots freely out before you want to replant back into the container or either in the ground. In my case, I will rake all the old potting soil and release all the inward root system to avoid the root will develop inward again. I will pull all the root out gently and just like this. So when it is in the ground, it will settle down quickly and grow healthy again. And I don't think I will divide this tree peony. I'll leave it alone and just replant it in the new location, and we'll see how it's growing in the next year. And actually, I am still impressed how the vigor of this tree peony is after 3 years in the container. You can see it's grown so big and the root system develops so healthy. For the next step, I will demonstrate how I amend the soil in the ground, so stay tuned. And here is the new location of my tree peony. Just want to make sure it has enough direct sunlight and well draining location. I already dug a large hole about 2 feet by 2 feet. After digging, I will put a layer of well-aged compost and a little bit lime to amend my native soil. I am in Pacific Northwest, so my soil is a little bit acidic. Adding lime will correct that situation. And I also add a handful amount of bone meal at the bottom of the hole. So after that, I will mix this amendment well with existing soil, and from this point I can transplant my tree peony sunrise into the new location and will fill the soil back. So after rotating around my tree peony, you see it has a good direction for sunlight and air circulation. I think it looks perfect right there. So let's fill all the soil back. Before filling the existing soil back, I just want to mention that I also mix the native soil with a good amount of compost to build a good long-term soil for plant can grow in the coming seasons. So from this point, I already filled all the soil back in the halfway, and as I mentioned so many times in my previous videos, when planting and filling the soil back, you need to avoid the cavity and the air pocket as much as you can. So you need to water a little bit and gently press the soil down to help the soil to settle and avoid all the cavities and air pockets as much as you can. So there you go. All the soil has been filled back, and I also top dressed with the good layer of the compost from the top. And I don't think we need to water anything because tree peony doesn't like too much water. And right now it's the fall as well, so there is a lot of rain in my area, so I don't need to water anything. So hopefully this tree peony will be thriving in the next season. I will give you guys an update in the next spring. And now thank you for your watching and support. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.